Are you ready to prove your expertise in JavaScript testing? Most developers can write code. But can you write the tests that ensure it never breaks in production? In this video, we will cover JavaScript testing practice questions, full certification mock exam. Master JavaScript testing with this comprehensive practice exam. This video covers vital topics including unit testing, integration testing, end-to-end, E2E, testing, mocks, Spies, Stubs, and popular tools like Jest and Cypress. In this video, we dive deep into 30 essential JavaScript testing practice questions covering unit testing, integration testing, E2E testing, and popular frameworks like Jest, Mocha, and Cypress. Follow along, pause the video if you need more time, and let's see how many you can get right. What is the primary purpose of unit testing in a JavaScript application? Option A. To test how the entire application works together with the database. Option B. To test the smallest isolatable pieces of code, such as individual functions. Option C. To check the user interface for visual consistency. Option D. To verify that the application performs well under heavy load. The correct answer is B. Unit testing focuses on isolating a specific section of code, usually a single function or method, and verifying its correctness in isolation from other parts of the application. This ensures that the foundational blocks of your software are working as intended before they are integrated into larger systems. Unlike integration testing, unit tests should not involve databases, network calls, or other external dependencies. In Jest, which matcher would you use to check if an object has the exact same structure and values as another object? Option A, Toby. Option B, to equal. Option C, to strict equal. Option D, to match object. The correct answer is B. While Toby uses object.is to check for referential identity, if two variables point to the same memory location, to equal recursively checks every field of an object or array to ensure deep equality. This makes to equal the standard choice for comparing the contents of objects and arrays in Jest. Which of the following describes the correct sequence of the TDD, red-green refactor, cycle? Option A. Write code. Write a test. Fix errors. Option B. Refactor code. Write a test. Make it pass. Option C. Write a failing test. Write code to pass the test. Improve the code structure. Option D. Write a test. Refactor the test. Write the code. The correct answer is C. The TDD cycle is 1. Red. Write a test for a small bit of functionality and watch it fail. 2. Green. Write the minimum amount of code necessary to make the test pass. 3. Refactor. Clean up the code and improve its design while ensuring the tests remain green. Passing. This ensures high test coverage and cleaner code architecture. When testing a function that returns a promise, what is the most modern and recommended way to handle the test in Jest? Option A. Using a callback function like done. Option B. Using the async await syntax within the test function. Option C. Wrapping the function in a try-catch block outside the test. Option D. Promises cannot be tested in Jest. They must be converted to synchronous code. The correct answer is B. Using async await is the cleanest and most readable way to test asynchronous code in modern JavaScript environments. By marking the test's anonymous function as async, you can await the result of the function being tested, making the test code look and behave like synchronous code while properly handling the promise, resolution or rejection. What is the main difference between a stub and a spy in JavaScript testing? Option A. A spy replaces the function logic, while a stub only watches it. Option B. A stub provides canned answers to calls made during the test, while a spy records information about how the function was called. Option C. There is no difference. They are interchangeable terms. Option D. Spies are only used in Mocha, while stubs are only used in Jest. The correct answer is B. A stub is a double that has a pre-programmed behavior, like returning a specific value, to force the code down a certain path. A spy, on the other hand, is used to verify behavior. It tracks how many times a function was called, what arguments it received, and what it returned, without necessarily changing the function's internal implementation. Which tool is primarily known for end-to-end E2E testing with a built-in browser automation runner? Option A, Enzyme. Option B, Cypress. Option C, Sign-On. Option D, Chai. The correct answer is B. Cypress is a modern E2E testing framework that runs in the same loop as your application. It provides a visual interface and powerful debugging tools, specifically designed to test the entire user flow from the browser, interacting with the app just like a real user would. What does the term code coverage refer to? Option A. The speed at which the tests execute. Option B. The percentage of the source code that is executed when the test suite runs. Option C. The number of bugs found by the QA team. Option D. The number of lines of comments in the code. The correct answer is B. Code coverage is a metric used to measure how much of your source code is executed while running your automated tests. High code coverage, e.g., 80% plus, suggests that most of your logic is being verified, though it does not necessarily guarantee that the tests themselves are of high quality. Which of these scenarios is an example of an integration test? Option A. Checking if a math function returns the correct sum. Option B. Verifying that a user controller successfully saves a user to the database and sends an email. Option C. Ensuring a variable is of type string. Option D. Checking if a button has the correct CSS background color. The correct answer is B. Integration tests focus on the interaction between different modules or services. Verifying that a controller correctly interacts with both a database and an email service involves multiple components working together, which is the definition of integration testing. When using Jest, which method is used to clear all information stored in a mock, including its call history, but keeping the implementation? Option A. Jest clear all mocks. Option B. Jest reset all mocks. Option C. Jest restore all mocks. Option D. Jest fn. Mock clear. The correct answer is A. Jest clear all mocks. Clears the mock calls and mock instances properties of all mocks. This is useful between tests to ensure that call counts from previous tests don't leak into the current one. Note that resettlemix goes further by also removing the mocked implementation. How do you test that a function throws an error in Jest? Option A. Expect myfunc to throw. Option B. Expect myfunc to throw. Option C. Assert throws myfunc. Option D. Expect myfunc not to succeed. The correct answer is A. In Jest, to test if a function throws an error, you must pass the function itself to expect, not the result of calling the function. If you use expect myfunc single quote, the function will throw during the execution of that line, and the test will fail before the matcher can even run. Which library is commonly used as an assertion library alongside Mocha? Option A. Jest. Option B. Chai. Option C. React. Option D. Babel. The correct answer is B. Mocha is a test runner. But unlike Jest, it does not come with a built-in assertion library. Developers typically use Chai, which provides should, expect, and assert styles to verify that the code behaves as expected. What is the primary philosophy of the React testing library? Option A. Testing the internal state and methods of components. Option B. Testing components as the user would interact with them. Option C. Achieving 100% snapshot coverage. Option D. Testing only the Redux store. The correct answer is B. React testing library encourages developers to test their components in a way that resembles how they are used by real users. Instead of testing implementation details like state or props, you query the DOM for labels, text, and roles, which makes tests more resilient to refactoring. In Jest, what does JestFN create? Option A. A new React component. Option B. A mock function. Option C. A database connection. Option D. A global variable. The correct answer is B. JestFN creates a mock function. This allows you to track calls, define return values, or mock implementations for dependencies, making it easier to isolate the code you are testing. Which Mocha hook runs once before all tests in a describe block? Option A. Before each. Option B. After each. Option C. Before. Option D. After. The correct answer is C. The before hook in Mocha, and similarly in Jest, is used to set up preconditions that apply to all tests in a suite. It runs exactly once before the first test case. It block starts. What is mutation testing? Option A. Testing if the code can change its own type at runtime. Option B. Small changes are introduced to the source code to see if existing tests fail. Option C. Testing the application on different mobile devices. Option D. Testing how the application handles data mutations in a database. The correct answer is B. Mutation testing evaluates the quality of your tests. A mutant, a small change like changing A+ to A, is injected into the code. If your tests still pass, the mutant survived, indicating a gap in your test coverage or logic. In Cypress, how do you select an element with the text submit? Option A. Sci.get submit. Option B, Sci, contains, submit. Option C, Sci, find, submit. Option D, Sci, select, submit. The correct answer is B. The Sci contains command is used to find a DOM element containing a specific string. It is one of the most common ways to select elements in Cypress based on what the user actually sees. Which of the following is a negative test? Option A, testing that a valid login works. Option B, testing that an empty password field shows an error message. Option C, testing that the dashboard loads in under 2 seconds. Option D, testing that the forgot password link redirects correctly. The correct answer is B. Negative testing is performed to ensure that the application handles invalid input or unexpected user behavior gracefully. Testing error messages for invalid input is a classic example. What is the primary risk of relying too heavily on snapshot testing? Option A, it is too slow to run. Option B, it only works with HTML code. Option C, developers might update snapshots without verifying if the changes are actually correct. Option D, it requires a database connection. The correct answer is C. Snapshot testing is easy to set up, but because updating a snapshot is just a command press, developers often accept changes to the UI or data structure without carefully reviewing them, leading to tests that pass but don't actually catch bugs. What is a test runner? Option A, a developer who writes tests quickly. Option B, a tool that executes tests and provides a report of the results. Option C, a plugin that formats your code. Option D, the person in charge of QA. The correct answer is B. A test runner, like Jest, Karma, or Mocha, is the engine that scans your project for test files, executes the code inside them, and outputs a summary of which tests passed or failed. In Jest, how do you mock a module so that every time it is imported in your code, it uses a mock version? Option A, Jest FN, module path. Option B, Jest mock, module path. Option C, Jest spy-on, module path. Option D, Jest use, module path. The correct answer is B. Jest mock allows you to automatically mock an entire module. When you call this at the top of your test file, Jest intercepts any require or import statements for that module and returns the mocked version instead. Why is it important to run tests in a CI/CD pipeline? Option A, to make the build process take longer. Option B, to ensure that new code changes don't break existing functionality before merging. Option C, because the tests won't run on a local machine. Option D, to automatically delete old code. The correct answer is B. Integrating tests into CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment, ensures that every pull request is automatically verified. This prevents regressions from reaching production and improves overall software stability. What is white box testing? Option A, testing without looking at the internal code structure. Option B, testing with knowledge of the internal code structure and logic. Option C, Testing the application only in a production environment. Option D. Testing only the CSS styles. The correct answer is B. White box testing, or structural testing, involves looking inside the box, the code, to design test cases. This includes testing specific branches, loops, and statements within the source code. Which of the following describes a regression test? Option A. A test written specifically for new features. Option B. A test that checks if previously working features still work after a change. Option C. A test to see if the database can handle 1 million records. Option D. A test to check if the code is written in TypeScript. The correct answer is B. Regression testing is the practice of running your existing test suite whenever code is modified. The goal is to ensure that the change, bug fix, or new feature hasn't accidentally broken parts of the software that were already functioning correctly. What does Jest spy on object method do? Option A. It deletes the method from the object. Option B. It creates a mock function and replaces the original method, but allows you to track its calls. Option C. It creates a copy of the object. Option D. It renames the method. The correct answer is B. Unlike Jest FN, which creates a standalone mock, Jest spy on attaches to an existing method on an object. It allows you to track calls to that method while still, optionally, allowing the original implementation to execute. Which query in React testing library should be used when you expect an element not to be in the DOM? Option A. Get by. Option B. Find by. Option C. Query by. Option D. Request by. The correct answer is C. The get by queries throw an error if the element is not found. Query by returns null if the element isn't found, making it the correct choice for asserting that an element, like an error message or a modal, is absent from the DOM. How do you run Jest in watch mode from the command line? Option A. Observe. Option B. Watch. Option C. Run continuously. Option D. Live. The correct answer is B. Running Jest watch, or adding it to your NPM scripts, keeps the test runner active. It monitors your files for changes and automatically reruns tests related to the modified files, which is excellent for TDD. What happens if you forget to await an asynchronous call in a Jest test? Option A. Jest automatically waits for it. Option B. The test may finish before the promise resolves, potentially leading to a false positive. Option C. The computer will crash. Option D. Jest will throw a missing await syntax error. The correct answer is B. If you don't await a promise, the test function will finish executing synchronously. Jest will assume the test is done and mark it as passed, green, before the assertion inside the promise is ever reached. This results in flaky or false positive tests. Which tool is often used for running JavaScript tests in real browsers like Chrome or Firefox? Option A. Karma. Option B. Babel. Option C. ESLint. Option D. Prettier. The correct answer is A. While Jest uses JSDOM, a browser simulation, Karma is a test runner that spawns real browser instances to run your tests. This is useful for catching issues that only appear in specific browser engines. What is sanity testing? Option A. Testing if the developer is sane. Option B. A brief set of tests to verify that a specific bug fix works as expected. Option C. Testing the entire application from scratch. Option D. Testing only the UI colors. The correct answer is B. Sanity testing is a subset of regression testing. It's a quick check performed after receiving a software build with minor code changes or bug fixes, to ensure that the changes work as intended before proceeding to more exhaustive testing. What is the purpose of the setup files after env configuration in Jest? Option A. To list the files that need to be tested. Option B. To run specific scripts, like global mocks or custom matchers, before each test file. Option C. To compile TypeScript to JavaScript. Option D. To install dependencies automatically. The correct answer is B. The setup files after env property in the Jest configuration file points to modules that run after the test framework has been installed in the environment but before the tests themselves run. It's the perfect place to configure things like Jest DOM or global test setup. That concludes our 30-question mock exam for JavaScript testing. How did you do? Did the mocks and spies trip you up? Or are you a Jest pro? If you found this helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more coding certification prep. Leave your score in the comments below. For the full-length practice exam and more advanced questions, check the link in the description below.